Okay, today I want to talk about section 10.1 at this time. I want to explain section 10.2 today evening, 7 p.m. today evening. So first one, the section 10.1 curves defined by parametric equations. This is outline. Definitions of parametric equations and curves. How to sketch parametric curves. How to find parametric equations. The first one, the definition of parametric equations and curves. So we have the one curve like this. One curve is given in x and y axis. The parametric equations of a curve are the following. So x value is f of t. The y value is g of t. T is from A to B. This is called parametric equations. Where t is a parameter, f of a, f of n, g of a, the initial point, f of b and g of b, the terminal point, because you plug the starting point into here, so we have initial point. This one, you can plug terminal number b into equation x and y. So we have terminal point. Terminal point is here. So we have some direction. T is increasing. This point moves along this line like this. We have direction in parametric equations. So one more. So we have a name of this curve that we call parametric curve. The parametric curve. So like this. This is like idea. The first one. Just like example, the sketch and identify the curve defined by the parametric equations. We can make tables better. So you can choose point t. I can choose -2. You can plug -2 into here. What is x? What is x? Could you run your answer on the chatting board? The t is -2. What is x? So what is x? So do you know the answer? Oh yeah, this is like 8. Yes. You can plug the -2 into t. We have -2 square minus 2 times -2. Answer is 4 plus 4 is 8. Yes, we have 8. You plug -2 into this t for y. The y value is the -2 plus 1. Answer is -1. The y value is -1. So like this. So we have this one. T equals -1, same. You plug -1 into t. Here, x equals the -1 square. There 2 times -1. Answer is 1 plus 2 is 3. So here, you plug -1 into t. The y value is the -1 plus 1 is the 0. We have 0. We have this point like this. You plug 0 into here. The 0 square minus 2 times 0 is 0. You plug 0 into here. 0 plus 1 is 1. You plug 1 into here. The 1 square minus 2 times 1. We have -1. You can plug 1 into here. The y equals 1 plus 1 is 2. You're right. So only the section 10.1. So you can learn like multi-variable calculus. So x, y have 2 or 3 parameters are possible. Only the multi-variable calculus. if you take method 230, so we have a more general form. In section 10.1, we have only one variable t. Yeah, we have only one variable t. Parametric equation with one parameter, only t. Yeah, this case is right. Yes. Here, the plug 2 into t. 2 is here. So we have the 2 square minus 2 times 2 is 0. We have 0. You plug 2 into here. 2 plus 1 is exactly 3. So we have 3. Like this. You plug 3 into t here. So we have 3 square minus 2 times 3. Exactly 9 minus 6 is 3. You plug 3 into t here. 3 plus 1 is 4. Next one. Last one, you plug 4 into here. 4. The 4 square minus 2 times 4. So we have the 16 minus 8. We have 8. You plug 4 into here. The 4 plus 1 is 5. So like this. The next thing, I'm going to sketch the graph. Would you like to sketch the graph? So like this. So we have this one. We can draw a line. So like this. You can plot points. The first one, the t equals -2, the 8 and -1. The x is 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The y value is -1. We have this point. This is t equals -2. We have it. The t equals -1, 3, 0. We have this one. So t equals the -1. The t equal to 0, 0, 1. So we have here this point. The t equal to 0. The 1 minus 1, 1. X is -1. X is -1. Y is 2. We have this point. The -1 and 1. T equals 1. So we have here 0, 3. The 0 and 3. This one. The t value equal 2. The 3, 4, t equal to 3, 3, 4, 3 and 4. One more, this point. So t equals 3. The another one, 8, 5. This is 8 and 5. So 5. So we have this point. So t equals 4. The next, you have to connect these whole points by using curve. So curve, so my graph is so like this, curve, and like this, and like this. What's like direction? T is increasing, we have this kind of directions. Yeah, this is whole idea for sketching the graph. You got it? Like this. The particle whose position is given by the parametric equations, the moves along the curve in the direction of the arrow as t increases. So let me see. I want to check what kind of shape do we have. This one is like a parabola, is right? Like a parabola. The parabola is like right or not. How can you know that? It's like idea. You can convert parametric equation to Cartesian equation, the capital F of x, y equal to 0. How can change it? Here, You can solve this one for t. Subtract 1 from both sides. We have t equals y minus 1. You plug y minus 1 into t. So we have x equals y minus 1 square minus 2 times y minus 1. It's the same to y square negative 2y plus 1. Distribute negative 2. The negative 2y my plus 3. 2, sorry, plus 2. This is y square negative 4x plus 3. So we have it like this. The next, I want to change this one to the standard form by using completing the square. So coefficient of, sorry, this is y, sorry about that, this y. The coefficient of y is 4. The 4 is given. The always divided by coefficient of y and square. The exactly 2 square is 4. So what's that? So we have this one. The 3 is given. You just only the adding, subtracting this one. Add 4, subtract 4. This is the idea. The next is simplify. It's the same to first 3 terms is going to y minus 2 square form. The remaining part, there 4 plus 3 is minus 1. So we have one equation. X equals y minus 2 square minus 1. We have this one. What's like a graph? Graph is like this. So we have vertex. X value is minus 1. Y is like 2. The vertex is, the X value is here, minus 1. The corresponding Y value is only 2. The minus 1, 2. The negative 1, 1, 2. We have this point. The next, I want to find the y-intercept. How can you find the y-intercept? You substitute x equals 0 into here. So we have 0 equals. I don't want to use this standard form, use a general form. Y squared minus 4y plus 3. So find y-intercept, y minus 1 times y minus 3 equal to 0. So what's it like y? Y is 1 and 3. So we have 1 and 3. So graph is parabola. I think through like this, right? Or like this. You got it? So you can compare with previous one. What's that? Exactly same. Exactly same. So we have like this. We have it. Anyway, this is like idea for solving parametric equations problems. The next tip here. What curve is represented by the following parametric equations? Same. Here, what happens? We have cosine and sine function. What's the best way? You can plug angle is better. Don't plug 0, 1, 2, 3 like integers, not easy to find. Cosine of 1, cosine of 2 or something like that. Only plug a number, 0, the pi of 2, the pi, 3 pi of 2, and the 2 pi like this one. You can plug these numbers. I can start with here, 0. You can plug 0 into here. We have cosine of 0. What's the cosine of 0? Could you run your answer on the chatting board? What's the cosine of 0? Yeah, cosine 0 is, cosine 0 is, 1. That's good. This is 1. You can plug 0 into t here. What is sine of 0? Could you run your answer on the chatting board? What is sine of 0? Sine of 0 is the 0 is right. Zero. Yep. The answer is, yep, zero. So like this. The next, you can plug 5 to. You can plug 5 into here. What is cosine pi of 2? Do you know what's cosine pi of 2? Could you run your answer on the chatting board? What's cosine pi of 2? Cosine pi of 2 is, do you know cosine pi of 2? Zero. Is it right? Zero and zero. Yeah, zero. We can plug pi of 2 into here. What is sine pi of 2? Sine pi of 2 is, yeah, answer is 1. Yep, this is 1. So like this. So, what's like pi? What's cosine pi? Do you know cosine pi? Cosine pi is, yep, -1. What is sine of pi? Could you run your answer on the chatting board? What is sine of pi? The sine of pi is, yeah, the answer is 0. Like this. Next, 352. What is cosine 352? What is cosine 352? Could you run your answer on the chatting board? What is cosine 352? Yeah, answer is, yeah, 0. What is sine 352? Sine 352 is, do you know sine 352? Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is -1. Would you like cosine 2 pi? Cosine 2 pi is, the answer is, yeah, 1. What's sine 2 pi? Yeah, answer is like 0. You're right. 0. Yeah, thank you. So this is like a whole kind of things. How can all these kind of things? So you can use Idong is fine. So we have a unicircle method here. The unicircle method. You can unicircle like this. This angle is 0. This is pi of 2. This is pi. The 3 pi of 2 and 2 pi. What's like angle theta is here? Angle theta, this one is x and the y component. X component is cosine of theta. The y component is sine of theta. Exactly, unicircle. Sine 0, this point is what? The 1, 0. Yes, 1, 0. This is 0, 1. Here. This is the -1, 0. We have it. This point, the 0, -1. So we have it. The 2 pi, 1, 0 again. It's like whole idea. So like this. The next one. Was it like a graph? The graph is exactly circle. Is right? You already plot this kind of things. So we have the like this. Exactly. You can plot 1, 0 in here. The t equal to 0. The here 0, 1. The t equals pi of 2. Here t equals pi. Here t is 3 pi of 2. So what's the direction? To move like this. Move like this. It's like the direction. So exactly counterclockwise direction. So we have it. One more. What's like a shape of graph? Do you know what's the shape of this graph? What's that? You can just sketch this graph. What kind of shape do you have? What kind of shape do you have? What's the shape? Do you know this is shape of this graph? Could you run your answer on the chatting board? What's like this graph? What's that? What kind of shape do you have? So this is exactly the ellipse. This is my graph is not good. This is like exactly circle. So we have circle, center 0, 0, radius 1. So t is increasing from 0 to 2 pi. Point xy moves once around the circle in the counterclockwise directions, right? Counterclockwise direction, the next way. Move like this, right? So one more. This is a circle or not. How can you know that? So how can you know this is a circle or not? How can you know? I'm going to use this idea. Convert parametric equations x equals to cosine of t, y equals to sine of t to the parametric equations f of xy equal to 0 form. So how can change? So this is the idea. So x is cosine of t. So y is sine of t is given. I want to square both sides. Square both sides. You can add it. What's that? Yeah. Cosine square of t plus sine the square of t. Exactly x square plus y square equals 1. 1 is 1 square. So what is like a center? Center is origin. The radius is this number 1. So graph is exactly unicircle, like this. Is right? Unicircle. This is like idea. We have this one. Yeah, like this. It's good. This is the idea. The one more. Do you know what's the equation of a circle of this one? Do you know this one? What's the equation of a circle with center HK and radius R? You know that? What's the equation? The graph is like a circle is given. This is center H and K. The radius is like R, center. So yeah, really be careful. The answer is x minus h square plus y minus k square equal to r square. This hk is like a center. This r is radius. Yeah, you're right. It's like idea. So here, I'm going to find parametric equation for the circle with the center hk and radius r. How can you find parametric equation for the circle center hk, radius r? Here, we can start with unicircle. The previous example, x equals cosine of t, y equals sine of t, t is between 0 and 2 pi. We have unicircle. My equation. So how can you find the parametric equation? I'm going to find the parametric equation with center, the equation for circle. Center is the 0, 0, and radius 2. Do you know what's the parametric equation? This is not difficult. Do you know that? What is x equals something? Y equals something. What's x and the y? The radius 2, center 0, 0. Do you have any idea? X is x squared. Parametric equation is like equation, the function of t. You can use function of t. We call parametric equation. So not like this. So exactly right. X squared plus y squared equals 2 squared. This is like a Cartesian equation. You can change x equals something, y equals something. You can change it like this. So what's that? So not difficult. Only multiply by 2. We have 2 cosine of t. This is 2 sine of t. This is the idea. This is true. You can check. X is what? 2 sine of t. The y is 2 cosine of t. 2 cosine of t. 2 sine of t. You can scale both sides. Scale both sides. Same to what? X squared and add it. X squared plus y squared is the 2 times sine squared is 2 square cosine square t plus 2 square sine square of t. It's the same to x squared plus y squared equals the 2 square is a common factor, factor out 2 square. The cosine square of t plus sine square of t. The cosine square plus sine square is just 1. So we have x squared plus y squared equals 2 square. That's it. This is the whole idea. This is like one good idea. Only multiply by 2. So center 0, 0. Radius r. What's that? Only replace 2 by r. So answer is x is what? R times cosine of t. The y is r times sine of t. So that's it. This is exactly parametric equations. So next one. How can some the like h and k? From here I can use one more. Center is, I can change it. Center is 1, 3. Radius 2. What is parametric equation? What do you think? What is x? What is y? Do you have any idea? So you have to shift it, is right? So this one is exactly center 0, 0. You have to shift this circle to the right 1 unit, up 3 unit. So how can you find parametric equation of x and the y? Do you have any idea? What is x? So could you write your answer on the chatting board? What is your answer? What do you think? So this is like this. You have to shift the circle with the center 0, 0 to the right hand side, the 1 unit. So we use this one, 2 cosine of t. The radius is this one, only add 1, like this one. The y is like up and down things. You can add 3. So we have 3 plus sine of t, like this. 2 times sine of t. So what do you think? This is exactly equation of the circle with the center 1, 3, radius 2. How can you know that? X equals 1 plus 2 cosine theta, cosine t. Subtract 1 from both sides. X minus 1 equals the 2 times cosine of t. Here, you can subtract 3 from both sides. Y minus 3 equals 2 times sine of t. So similar, scale both sides, and add it. What's that? X minus 1 square plus y minus 3 square equals the 2 square. Yes, it's right. This is like a whole idea for finding parametric equations for the circle with the center h, k, and radius r. From this one, what's like general things you can move. Center is hk. Center is hk. So radius is r. What is like a general form? X equals, you need add h plus r times cosine of t. Y equals k plus r times sine of t. So that's it. This is whole idea for solving this kind of problems. So here, like this. So shift H units in the X direction, K units in the Y direction. The next one, X equals H plus R cosine T, Y equals K plus R sine T. I'm gonna check. The circle with the center H, K, and the radius R. I'm gonna check. So you can subtract H from both sides, subtract H. The subtract K from both sides, we have these two equations. The next, square both sides, exactly, R cosine T square plus R sine T square. R square cosine square of T plus R square sine square of T equals R square cosine square plus sine square. The cosine square plus sine square is exactly 1. 1 times R square is R square. That's it. That's the whole idea. What's that? This is key. This one. So one example. I'm going to find parametric equation of center, 3 and 5. The radius 4. What is x? Could you write new answer on the chatting board? What is x? And what is y? Could you write new answer? What's the parametric equation of x? Could you write new answer on the chatting board? What is x? So we can find parametric equation. Yeah. Okay, good. Only use 3. Yes. 3 plus, yes, 4 times cosine of t. You're right. What's y? So could you write the y on the chatting board, please? What's y? The y is, yeah, you can use 5. 5 plus, yes. So 4 times sine of t. Thank you, all of you guys. Thanks. So like this, right? What is this graph? The graph is like this one. You can draw this graph. So this is a 3. This is like 5 here. We have some circle passing through like this, right? Like this. This one. So here, always counterclockwise direction. So in this case, this point t is what? T is 0. This point t equals pi over 2. So this point, the t equals pi. So this point, the t equals 3 pi over 2. So like this. You can use counterclockwise direction. That's right. So one more question. The x equals 3 plus 4 times the sine of t. The y equals 5 plus 4 times cosine of t. So what happens? You can use like the same method, subtract 3 from both sides, subtract 5 from both sides, square both sides, and add. We have same things, exactly. Center 3, 5, radius 4. You can interchange sine and cosine. What happens? Only difference is like this. We have circle, like this, exactly. This point is the 3 and the 5, the same. 3 and 5, same things. Only difference is, what's that? The initial point. You plug sine equal to 0 into here, x value is 0, y is 1, starting point is here. This is t equal to 0. The one more, the direction is opposite, clockwise direction here. The t is, in this case, this is pi over 2. So this is t equals pi. So this is the t equals 3 pi over 2. So this is 2 pi again, exactly clockwise direction. This is the only difference. You can try by yourself. The direction is what? Clockwise direction. The clockwise direction. This is the only difference. So what does it mean? If you want to find equation of a circle, we don't care. The x has a cosine, y has a sine. What happens? The direction is counterclockwise direction. X has a sine function, y has a cosine function. We have same circle, only difference direction. Direction is clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. This is only difference. Okay, this is exactly the parametric equations for the circle. So what does it mean? That we have the infinitely many parametric equation for the circle. It's possible. You can change a little bit, sine and cosine, some angle or something like that. We have infinitely many. In this case, basic two cases. The last example. Sketch the curve with the parametric equations. X equals sine of t, y equals sine square of t. The first two. So what's like the best way here? X equals sine of t, you plug x into here. What happens? Y equals x squared. What's like a graph? Graph is parabola. We know this one. One more. X equals sine of t. X equals sine of t. So do you know t? What is maximum value of sine of t? Do you know this kind of things? What is minimum of sine of t? So could you write your answer on the chatting board? What is minimum value of sine of t? Yeah, -1. This is a minimum. So like this. What is maximum value of sine of t? The maximum value of sine of t is, exactly the 1. What does it mean? X is between -1 and 1. This is like domain. You can find domains like this. That's right. So we have like this. This is my explanation. You can find domain. The next thing, you can find the pi over 2. You plug -pi over 2 into here. Sine -pi over 2. What is sine -pi over 2? Do you know that? Sine of -pi over 2? Could you write your answer on the chatting board? What is sine -pi over 2? Answer is, -1. You can plug here. This is exactly the -1 square is 1. That's right. Only y square, x square, 1. So like this. Plug 0. You plug 0 into here. Sine of 0 is 0. Here, 0 square is 0. Pi over 2. Sine pi over 2 is 1. Sine pi over 2 is 1. 1 square is 1. The plug pi. Sine pi is 0. Sine pi is 0. Sine pi square is 0 square. 0 square is also 0. The 3 pi over 2. So 3 pi over 2 is -1. Sine 3 pi over 2 -1. You plug -1 into here. -1 square is 1. That's right. So what's it like a graph? You can draw graphs like this. The graph is this one. This one. The next thing, you can plot point. What's a point? The -1, 1. Here, -1, the 1. This point, what's the t value? T is negative pi over 2. Next, 0, 0. Here, what's the t value? The t is 0. 1, 1. We have 1, 1. This one, the t is pi over 2. The 0, 0 again, this point, t is pi. -1, 1, this point, the 3 pi over 2. You can keep going. We have 2 pi and 5 pi over 2. This is 3 pi, 7 pi over 2, and so on. You keep going. So what happens? The graph is parabola. The parabola going like so move back and forth. Move like this way and this way. Move back and forth like this. This is like whole idea. Like this. So point xy sine t sine scalar t moves back and forth infinitely open along the parabola y equals x squared from -1 to 1 to 1 because sine t is periodic, right? The periodic function, so like a back and forth like this. Okay, so this is all for today's lecture. In the evening, I will give you the lecture section, the 10.2 at 7 p.m. today. So thank you for attending my class. So I appreciate all of you guys. So if you have any question, write your question on the chatting board. If you don't have any question, you can leave a live session. Thank you. Yeah, I'm waiting. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome.